Welcome, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Andrew David. This is the High Performance College Blake Newbar's team. It is Monday. Now, the purpose of these calls and the reason, whether you're watching live, you're watching on the recording, we're here to talk about motivation. We're here to talk about developing yourself, the mindset, the skill set, all of these things you need to be successful, however you want to define success. This isn't just about positive thinking. This isn't, and when we talk about positive thinking, the difference in things like affirmations, things like setting new and working on different habits, increasing your capacity, understanding your capabilities. Positive thinking is typically, it's trying to force positivity and eliminate all negativity, right? That's kind of how that started, right? And there's this confusion between that and things like affirmations and positive self-talk. How many of you guys have seen the Saturday night skit with Stuart Smalley? Has anybody seen that? Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to look that up. So he pops on, he says, I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. It's from like the 90s. Jeez. Come on, people. Grab it on YouTube. It's a short clip, but so
I remember it. I'm there with you, Andrew.
Somebody's there? Good.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Tom.
Okay, good. Tom remembers. At least I'm not alone.
I'm with you, man.
All right, thank you. So I knew it wasn't just me. I mean, I know there was a time when not many people watched Saturday Night Live, but I knew there was a little bit more than myself. Anyway, there is a reason that you do this. Now, we're wrapping up an affirmations challenge. I've got, many of you are part of that group. This week we wrap it up. I'm going to be, I've got my guy right now working on finalizing the PDF. We're going to include all of the affirmations that I added throughout. We're going to have some videos in there. There's some training on how to create some of your own. Affirmations are not simply positive self-talk. I want to take just a couple minutes today. I want to talk about this and kind of challenge you guys to go out and do some, or kind of identify where you need to do the work. Affirmations are something that over the course of the last few years have been studied. There are empirical studies about it. There are studies on how people have used affirmations to eat more fruits and vegetables. Some doctors are using affirmations to treat chronic back pain. There are affirmations that are used to help with depression and other psychological issues that may be in play. I'm not here to recommend that as a treatment to solve all of these issues. What I'm saying is they can be beneficial, especially when you're adding them into a program that will help you. So David, the affirmation challenge, if somebody's got here, I'll pull up the Skype link real quick as we're talking. So let me pull up as well some of these slides. And this is what I want to do a quick dive on. How many of you guys have been doing diligently? Maybe you've missed a day or two here or there, but how many of you guys have been fairly diligent with the affirmations challenge? Anybody
I have.
Drop into the chat? Nancy has. Has it been beneficial for you, Nancy? And anybody else that wants to chime in?
Yes.
In what way?
It short circuits negative behavior and getting derailed.
So it helps you when those moments come and you're starting to get derailed, helps you refocus.
And it helps manifest better things. I've had some pretty amazing experiences.
Well, good. That's fantastic. So Jeff has been doing it. Richard helps set the mind in the right frame for the day. Absolutely. This is why we do it, guys. And I shared some of this the other day, Michelle, very beneficial. So you have your conscious, subconscious, and unconscious mind. And if you didn't see some of the original ones, you can go back on the high performance on the recordings. You can see some of these. So subconscious beliefs have an impact on self-esteem, self-worth, success, business, fear, love, relationships, spirituality, all these different areas. There's a tremendous scope of where your subconscious mind plays into this. Now, this is why the speed of the conscious mind processes 2,000 bits of information, 100 to 150 miles per hour, right? That's where that is. The human retina, though, can transmit at 10 million bits per second. So you're only getting a very small fraction of what's possible with the conscious mind. However, the unconscious or the subconscious mind says that your mind can process 400 billion bits of information per second, right? So you're more than what your retina can. So your retina's watching it. Your subconscious mind's able to process all of that, plus all of these other things that are going on in the back of your head. So a way to look at that, your conscious mind is, your subconscious mind is the same thing as 10,000 cinema films are going on at any one time. That's kind of what your subconscious mind is doing. Parallel versus serial processing is the difference. There you go, Michael. There's a lot that your subconscious mind is capable of. Now, what the affirmations do is it begins to step into that subconscious mind, and it begins to help out with that. It begins that process of slowly reprogramming. And it's not just positive talk to eliminate the negative. Because the negative, unfortunately, guys, in life, negative doesn't just go away. We have to strengthen ourselves, and we have to become better. Those challenges, the obstacles, whether it's from family and friends, someone becomes sick. Had a friend this morning that reached out and down on his luck, needing an Uber to get to the hospital, right? So I was able to get that like stuff happens. What you need to do is understand, you have things like this last weekend. Last weekend was Father's Day. So happy belated Father's Day to all you fathers out there. Father's Day it's one of those, it's an interesting holiday. Mothers we should have more than just one Mother's Day. We should celebrate mothers every single day. But fathers in the same way play a huge role, and a lot of times are kind of neglected in that, receiving not accolades, but, recognition for what they've done. And then you have, just like any Mother's Day, you have Father's Day, where it's difficult for some because of the relationship that they have with family, right? That's financial worries, struggles with family, health. All of these things are going to continue to come about in your life, whether you're doing affirmations or not, whether you're trying to be positive, whether you're working on new goals and new habits. It's not that things like this eliminate the problems. And I think that's an issue that I get occasionally. People will say, well, I was doing my affirmations, I was doing this and I was doing that, and this still happened. Well, of course it did. Because affirmations don't necessarily change everything in your life. What it does is it strengthens you to give you the power to be able to deal with them. Michael, you're saying the affirmations are the subconscious seed, which will grow as you water and fertilize them. Yep. The more that you strengthen yourself, the more power you have to deal with whatever life may come or may bring at you. Affirmations is a way to do that. It begins to reprogram in a way the subconscious mind. Many of us are dealing with things, though, as we are reprogramming the subconscious mind, that will not be solved in a 30-day challenge. Quite the contrary. It may take months and months and months. It took us years and decades to get here. It always boggles my mind when people imagine that after 30 days, all of those problems will go away, or the negative thinking will go away, or any of their financial concerns, or their bad health habits. It doesn't change in 30 days. The goal with that challenge, and for those of you that plan on continuing, was to spark the interest, light the embers, and begin to fan the flame that will allow you to burn away all of that negativity over time, if you allow it. So please take some time and do that. Now, let me get you the link here. I'm going to show a couple of other things, but do we have any questions on affirmations, the benefits of the conscious versus the subconscious mind? Does anybody have any questions on any of those right now? Yes, no, nothing. Nobody's got anything. Everybody's totally freaking awesome. All right. There's the link for the affirmations group. Click it to join. Consciously weeding out our unwholesome beliefs and behaviors is something one can add to our work. Absolutely. Here you go. So first thing you need to do is identify the blocks. One method of, so practice your breathing skills is going to be important no matter how you're doing affirmations. One way to do affirmations is using metaphors. Another way is to create the final result affirmation. So I will, I am, and this is what it is, right? Imagine that result, focus on how it feels, create the static picture. Sometimes it's not just a static picture. Sometimes it's a video in your brain. You can do what I call your Phoenix moments, which are those. Hello?
Yes. See, calling about.
Okay, can we mute? I'm not sure who that is. Thank you, V. So looking at your Phoenix moment, if you're wondering about that, I've done some more training in there. This is something that works with, like they've shown on MRIs that affirmations trigger some of those areas in the brain, the amygdala and everything else that helps with those emotions and helps you rewrite things. Guys, take a few minutes today. Figure out what your blocks are. Figure out what you need to work on. Message me, message in the group. Let us know what you're struggling with, what you need to do, any of those things. But today is, and I'm going to post a little bit later on, today's the official last day of that challenge, though we will be continuing it on for those of you that want to. So by all means, stick around. You know, if you find a list of affirmations that you want to throw up there, then by all means do it. But purpose with all of this, guys, you know, I talk about a lot, self-awareness, understanding who you are, work on your blocks, work on what you're capable of, and just be patient with yourselves. Guys, just be patient, keep working, keep growing, keep doing it. The affirmations are inside there. And what I'm going to do is I will post again a basic file that I've posted before, and you can get some of them there. And then there's others. So what's going to happen is this week, the PDF that I'm posting is going to get updated with all of the list of affirmations that I've posted inside the channel up until this point. Okay. So on that note, guys, I know today is brief. Welcome to Monday. Welcome. Make it an amazing week. Go out and be awesome. Have an amazing day. I will see you guys tomorrow.
Can I make a comment?
We will get rocking and rolling.
Before we drop off?
What's up?
Can I make a comment before we drop off?
Yes, absolutely.
It's about affirmations. As I mentioned, I'm just about halfway through Robert Kiyosaki's book, and he talks a lot in there about, it's very relevant to what you're talking about, because he was talking about in his early days when he was trying to get his businesses going. He said he went to this class where this trainer was telling him about setting goals, and he talked about the three components were be, have, or be, do, and have. So in other words, things you want to have. So you have to be somebody before you can actually have what you want. Because a lot of people try and go and have what they want. They'll try and look like a rich person, but they're not really working on themselves to become the person they need to become rich.
Yeah, it's you guys have probably heard it. It's not just how much money you make; it's how much you keep. You know, and these patterns, these blueprints that we've created throughout our life play a role in not just the level of success we have, but whether or not we reset in following months. One of the best examples to this, and you guys go do your research, look at how many people that win the lottery keep it. How many people that win the lottery become bankrupt within a matter of years? They lose their family, they lose their friends, they spend it on the stupidest stuff ever, and within a couple of years, they're done. Because their blueprint never changed. Who they were, right? Like Rick's saying, be and then do and then have. Their be, their I am never changed. So they still saw themselves as broke, at least subconsciously. They still saw themselves as, you know, not enough or not deserving of whatever that amount was. So they went actively about getting rid of it. Right. What we want to do is not just help you guys attain something, right? Look, the first month that you hit 10K online is pretty fantastic. But if you hit 10 and then you never go back above 2, that's frustrating. Right. So develop yourself into the type of business person that can make that happen. Work on that. So on that note, guys, go out, have an awesome day. I will be reposting that document. It will be updated a little bit later on. So on that note, guys, have a good one. Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew.